All right. Today's epistle reading is going to be from St. Paul's letter to the Galatians, chapter 3, verses 8 through 12. As always, I'll be doing the explanation according to the Blessed Theophylact, who is an archbishop from the Ohrid region of Bulgaria from the 11th century. In verse 8, and the scripture, foreseeing that God would justify the Gentiles through faith, preached the gospel beforehand unto Abraham, saying, in thee shall all the nations be blessed. And the explanation here, the order of the words in the King James Version reading preached before the gospel is confusing to the modern ear and has been modified for clarity to read preached the gospel beforehand. The apostle demonstrates that those who have faith are the true sons of Abraham, and that he adduces the testimony of the scriptures that in thee shall the nations be blessed, as it says in Genesis 12:3, which means by imitating thy faith. He shows that if faith justified Abraham before ever the law was given, then faith takes precedence over the law. Furthermore, what is happening now is taking place according to prophecy. As the apostle explains the scripture foreseeing, which means God, who gave the law, foreordained that justification would come not by the law, but by faith. And Paul did not say that the scripture revealed the gospel, but that it preached the gospel beforehand, teaching us that Abraham rejoiced at this manner of justification and greatly desired that it come to pass. Verse 9, so then they which be of faith are blessed with faithful Abraham. In the explanation, the Galatians were troubled that they would be accursed for not abiding by the law, for it was written, cursed is every man which continueth not in all the words of the law, in Deuteronomy 9:26. Paul proves the opposite to be true. Blessed are they who let go of the law and draw near to faith, imitating the faithful Abraham who had been thus blessed. Verse 10, for as many as are of the works of the law are under the curse, for it is written, cursed is every one that continueth not in all things which are written in the book of the law to do them. And the explanation here, one might counter by arguing, of course, Abraham was blessed and justified by faith because the law had not yet been given. But give me an example after the law had been given where faith makes men righteous and blessed. Anticipating this objection, the apostle now demonstrates not only that faith makes a man righteous and blessed, but also that the law itself is the cause of sin and condemnation. No man can fulfill every precept of the law, and by failing to do so, he is accursed. Therefore, blessing is from faith. In vain do you fear bringing down a curse upon yourselves for abandoning the law. It is just the opposite. By trying to keep the law, you come under the curse of the law, because it is impossible for you to fulfill it. And verses 11 and 12, but that no man is justifieth by the law in the sight of God, it is evident. For the just shall live by faith, and the law is not of faith, but the man that doeth them shall live in them. And the explanation here, having established that the law renders men accursed, but faith brings blessing, now the apostle shows that it is faith alone which makes men righteous, not the law. He cites Habakkuk, who says, the just shall live by faith, and not by the law. For the law demands works as well as faith. Aptly does Paul add the phrase, in the sight of God, because in the sight of men, those who appear to keep the law, such as the Pharisees, who justify themselves before men, appear equally righteous. Therefore, since the law did not make us righteous, but instead brought us under a curse because it was so difficult to fulfill, grace came to reveal faith as a gentler path by which we may be justified and blessed. Behold, now it has been revealed that not only before the law did faith bless and make men righteous, but even more so after the law.